Pretty Essie. She says, I got bigger fish to fry, like a caretaker who has my meal for the day. Than hanging out with the paparazzi. Hey, pretty lady. Is it lunchtime? Is it lunchtime for pretty bobcat Essie? Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Here's an adorable face we haven't seen on a live post in some time. That's bobcat Essie. Enjoying another day of living wild at heart here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Happy Friday, everyone. Is it lunchtime for Essie, Jackie?
Yeah.
It is. All right. I'm joined by caretaker Jackie and her intern Katrina. It is lunchtime for bobcat Essie. And like many of our cats, she's probably going to go and take it to some place where she feels safe and secure and enjoy that peace. Which is all the way across her free-roaming habitat under a tree behind a bush. Very safe, Essie. No one will ever find you in there. Hey, Sherry D, thanks for joining us. Good afternoon, Shannon M. Oh, Lois A, my little Essie got so big. Hey, thank you, Lois, for being a sponsor parent to Essie. We know that you care about this little girl so much. So we're happy to be bringing you on a live post. Sydney K, hello to you. Thanks for joining us. Oh, Cece, that's too bad. Looks like my cat that just passed away. We're sorry for your loss. Essie definitely is a petite bobcat. She is a bobcat through and through. But when Miss Essie came to us, would have been a year ago, last year in 2020, Essie was actually privately owned. Is it time for another piece, pretty lady? Whoa, like a rocket. She rockets over here and then kind of saunters off. She's a girl who knows what she wants. But you guys may recall Essie came to us from a private owner. Essie was actually living in a room that had a cage built for her. This room did have an outdoor space for Essie, but unfortunately it was just out onto concrete. After some extenuating circumstances, these people decided that it was no longer a good idea to own Essie as a pet, and so they made the right decision and reached out to us here at the Wildcat Sanctuary to get her to her forever home. So a year, Miss Essie. It has been quite the year. Essie has really taught us how eclectic of a bobcat she is and how sophisticated she is. You guys know that we certainly do like offering companionship to our residents if they want it. And Miss Essie, we've given her just about every pick of the litter from just about every male bobcat you can name. We have tried to merge with Miss Essie, and Essie each time tells us, hey, you know what, I prefer life a little bit more privately, and I don't need a companion to be happy. I'm just as happy getting the love and devotion from my dedicated caretakers, and of course the love and devotion of her sponsors and our supporters. And I'm so happy that we have some great service today here in Wildcat Pines. Welcome, everyone. If you're just joining us, we are having some lunchtime with Miss Essie, Essie the Bobcat. We just talked a little about her story and how much she's been enjoying her wild at heart life here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Always, if you'd like to learn more about any of our residents in detail, you can go to our website and read Essie's story in full, and also see some photos of actually where she came from. And you can then compare that to what you've seen on the live post and really understand just how lucky Essie is to be kind of under our wing and under your wing as our supporters. Jackie, Essie sure does take her time with her meals. My, oh my.
She likes to savor every bite.
She likes to savor every bite, says her caretaker. That is, after all the hard work that you guys put into prepping over up to 400 pounds of food a day, to see some of the lions and bobcats included scarf it down in one bite. That's nice of you, Essie, to appreciate the the hard preparation that goes into getting your meal ready. And she does have to give us a little grumble to let us know this is my piece. And I'm going over here to enjoy my piece. We'll look at some more comments here while Miss Essie's hanging out. Kathy B saying, we'd get along very well, Essie. I prefer the single life too. LOL. Thank you, Jessica Wynn. Essie certainly is a beautiful bobcat. And we were talking about her story a little bit, and Essie did have an outdoor space when she was privately owned, but it was on concrete. So it wasn't until Essie came here to the Wildcat Sanctuary that she was able to enjoy things like grass, things like trees, and really the natural settings that you guys see in our habitats during these live posts and on our photos on Facebook was a first for Essie. And so it's just so cool. It's just one of the many victories here at the Wildcat Sanctuary that you guys help us achieve. The fact that a wild animal, a bobcat, now gets to touch grass for the first time ever after coming to the Wildcat Sanctuary. Now that's pretty cool, Essie. Now that's pretty special if you ask me. And so it looks like it's a beef day today, and we have a pretty exciting and varied diet for our wildcats here at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Primarily it's going to consist of beef or chicken like we see Essie enjoying today. But we also do include some options for wild game. So oftentimes we'll get venison, oftentimes we'll get geese, we have whole partridge or quail, all types of options to make sure that our cats are staying satisfied as well as healthy and full of those nutrients and vitamins that our wildcats so desperately need. Yummy, yummy. Hey, thank you for the stars, Jackie. Different Jackie. Because, of course, we're joined by caretaker Jackie. Tamara P saying, you guys do such a wonderful thing for these animals. I've always had an affinity for big cats. Hey, thank you for that, Tamara. And, of course, here at the Wildcat Sanctuary, we've come to understand what's the appropriate way to love big cats. Obviously, it's not going out and paying to interact with a cat or paying to get a photo with it. It's, obviously marveling them in the wild where they belong. And, of course, coming and supporting animal sanctuaries like us who are trying our best to keep cats out of captivity and in the wild where they belong. So thank you for that comment. Ingrid says she likes the accompanying audio, the nom nom nomming of Essie chewing away on her pieces. What do you hear over there, pretty lady? And it's a rather cool and a little bit of a wet day here at the Wildcat Sanctuary as well. But truthfully, a welcomed cooler and wet day. You guys know it's been a dry and hot summer across the entire world pretty much. And it really has been awesome to see these kind of flashes of fall coming in. And you can really tell the cats are loving it too. I'll go out and take photos, and heck, nearly every cat is out and about and doing their thing. So fall is here, but yes, what comes after fall? The dreaded W word. Don A is asking, are these big cats strictly carnivores or are they omnivores? They are strictly carnivores. One more piece, pretty lady? Looks like you got a couple more pieces in there. Thanks for taking some time out of your day, Jackie, to do this live post with us.
Of course.
Miss Essie is loving. She loves any attention you can get, Essie, don't you? And we're sure to give you all the attention you could ever need. And you guys hear us talk about that a lot here at the Wildcat Sanctuary is individualized care. And the love that a cat gets is also individualized. There's You know, cats like Essie, for example, who's a little bit more of a social girl, and she does like getting attention and acknowledgement from her caretakers, obviously appropriately and from a safe distance. But then we have cats like Mr. Belvedere, Francis, and Autumn, 3 wild-born bobcats who are living behind me. Those 3, of course, we love, but we love them in a different way. They're not too fond of people. They like having their space, and so you know, we tailor that to how they want it. And it's just such a great example of course, we love all of our cats, and we love them all in specific and individual ways to them. Isn't that right, Miss Essie? Anything to make our kitties happy. Getting some thank yous to Jackie and Katrina for helping out today and letting us have this quiet moment with Miss Essie. It's always great when the caretakers can help us out and help you get a glimpse as to what their day-to-day here is at the Wildcat Sanctuary. Oh, yummy, pretty lady. Yummy. See someone asking, what kind of cat is this? This is Essie. Essie is a bobcat, and we here at the Wildcat Sanctuary are a forever home for cats just like Essie, wild cats in need. We are home to one domestic cat, Mr. Oreo, who is one of our office cats, but we here at the Wildcat Sanctuary pride ourselves in helping rescued wildcats just like Miss Essie here. And if you're new to TWS, you can always go and visit our website at wildcatsanctuary.org, and you can learn about us there as well. And then Karen, you're asking, a bobcat has no tail or a bobtail? A bobtail, which is exactly how they get their name as well. I always love seeing how educated our supporters and followers are, where they're already right there answering the questions to another follower's question before I've even gotten to it. And you guys are always so educated. You can answer questions regarding white tigers. You guys can answer questions regarding cub petting. You can answer questions about the captive wildlife crisis. Really, you know, give your guys self a pat on the back for how much you guys internalize and really how much of a difference that you're making in helping put an end. Is he gonna cut on your claw, pretty Essie? All right, that looks like that's Miss Essie's last piece, everyone. I'm gonna see if we can listen to her gnawing on it there. Really has been a fun life post spending time with Miss Essie. Really intimate moment with this pretty lady. And it's the weekend, everyone. I hope everyone has some fun, some safe plans ahead of them. I'll just be relaxing. And obviously we'll have caretaking staff and interns here over the weekend, 365 days a year taking care of our cats, and it's always worth commending them when we all leave on our regular weekend, that they're right here taking care of the cats that you guys all love so much. So thank you to our caretakers, thank you to our supporters, and hey, thank you Miss Essie for being such a doll today. We'll see everyone soon.